Hello and welcome to Pop Puzzle Trivia. I am your host and song sleuth, James Lampkin. We'll be testing your knowledge of popular music across 3 rounds and 15 questions or clues. Pop Puzzle Music Trivia is the podcast that can be played however you like. You can play this solo or battle it out with friends and family. Our 3 rounds today will be the year 1991, walk, run, or fly, and 80s opening lyrics. For those keeping score, the maximum number of points available in this episode is 20. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram at Pop Puzzle Trivia. We can learn a bit about pop history and share your scores. I love to see everyone who joins in from all around the globe, and today's shout out goes to our players in Atlanta, USA. Thank you for playing. Also, feel free to pause throughout the game if you need to think a little bit more about a question. As per usual, we'll be going through all the answers right at the end of the episode. Now, get ready and good luck!
Round 1.
In round 1 today, we are headed back to the start of the 1990s as we focus on the year 1991. To paint the picture, this was the year that Dances with Wolves won the Best Picture Oscar, Michael Jordan was the MVP, and the Super Nintendo hit store shelves. You're about to get 5 questions about the music news from the year 1991, with 1 point available for each correct answer. Question 1. In February 1991, which soul singer, best known for his hit song I Got You, I Feel Good, was released from jail? Question 2. In November 1991, which Disney animated musical hit theaters and would later become a Broadway hit show? Question 3. In January 1991, which female singer broke a record when the song Love Will Never Do Without You became their 7th top 5 hit from a single album? Question 4. In May 1991, which heavy band released a self-titled album more commonly known as the Black Album? Question 5. In November 1991, 500 million people tuned in around the world to see the premiere of which music video by Michael Jackson? That's it for round 1.
Round 2.
Round 2 today is walk, run, or fly. You're about to receive 5 clues about hit songs that have either the word walk, the word run, or the word fly somewhere in their title. 1 point is available for each song title that you can correctly pick from our clues. Question 6. This educational track was a hit song for the band Foo Fighters in 1999. Question 7. On a 2000 hit, British singer Craig David was doing this from the trouble in his life. Question 8. This 1954 song by Bart Howard became a jazz standard and has been sung by Frank Sinatra, Bobby Womack, and Cynthia Erivo. Question 9. A 2017 collaboration between Eminem and Beyoncé had this title, something Jesus was believed to have done. Question 10. Janet Jackson, Real McCoy, and The Cause all had hit singles in the 1990s with different songs that shared this same title. That's it for round 2. Get ready for the final round.
Round 3.
Round 3 is 80s opening lyrics. You're about to hear the opening lines of some of the most popular songs of the 1980s. The catch is, they're being read aloud and will sound a little different than normal. You're going to nab 2 points here, one for correctly identifying the song title and another for correctly guessing the artist. Let's take a listen to those 80s opening lyrics. Question 11.
I used to think maybe you loved me, now baby I'm sure. And I just can't wait till the day when you knock on my door. Now every time I go for the mailbox, gotta hold myself down.
Question 12.
Steve walks warily down the street, with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet, machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this?
Question 13.
You could never know what it's like, your blood. Like winter freezes just like ice. And there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. You'll wind up like the wreck. You hide behind that mask you use.
Question 14.
Traveling in a fried-out combi, on a hippie trail, head full of zombie. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast.
Question 15.
Looking out a dirty old window. Down below, the cars in the city go rushing by. I sit here alone, and I wonder why.
That's all our rounds complete. We are going to be right back after this break to tell you the answers. Welcome back. It's time to score, commencing with the answers for the year 1991. Question 1. James Brown. He was arrested a few years prior due to a high-speed chase with police. Question 2. Beauty and the Beast. Question 3. Janet Jackson. The string of massive hits came from her album Rhythm Nation 1814. Question 4. Metallica. The album cover is minimalistic and predominantly black in color. Question 5. Black or White. The premiere was held simultaneously across TV channels all over the globe. Continuing on to round 2, we gave you clues about songs that either had the word walk, run, or fly somewhere in the title. And these are the ones that we were looking for. Question 6. Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters. Question 7. Walking Away by Craig David. Question 8. Fly Me to the Moon by Bart Howard. Question 9. Walk on Water by Eminem and Beyonce. And question 10. Runaway by Janet Jackson, Real McCoy, or The Cause. For our final round today, you were trying to identify some classic 1980s hits from just the opening lines. Remember that there are 2 points available, one for a correct song title and another for a correct artist. The lyrics you were hearing were... Question 11. Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. Question 12. Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. Question 13. I'm Still Standing by Elton John. Question 14. Down Under by Men at Work. And question 15. Kids in America by Kim Wilde. How did you score today? Remember that the maximum amount of points available in this episode was 20. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Pop Puzzle Trivia. If you did, please be sure to subscribe or follow the pod. If you're listening on Spotify, you can vote in the episode poll right now. You can also follow us on Instagram at Pop Puzzle Trivia and join in our games like Smash or Trash or Hot or Not. You can also support the show by leaving us a lovely review on Spotify, Apple Pods, or wherever you're listening from today. It helps others to discover and enjoy this content. This episode was written, produced, and edited by James Lampkin. Of course, that is me. And we hope to see you again soon for another round of trivia.